What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare video. Today we're going to be talking about the update 1.08 patch. This is going to be the one that we're probably going to be seeing within the next week or two. Hopefully within a week, but we know it does take some time to actually make these patches possible. But today we're going to talk about it, and especially the 725 shotgun, as this thing, it did get nerfed very little, which is unnoticeable whatsoever within the 1.07 update. But they're talking about it. They're saying that they want to be very careful while actually nerfing this weapon. They don't want to make it completely useless, and they still want to make it a viable weapon. But we're going to get more into details on that. If you guys are new to the channel and you want to subscribe, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. That would be amazing. And if we could go for 1,111 likes on this video, that would be pretty cool too. And let me know what you think exactly about the 725 shotgun down in the comments. You think it's overpowered, or are you one of those people who go around and use it and don't care what anyone says? I'll be honest, I think I have it at like level 4. I've barely touched the gun. I just feel like it's a little unfair to use against people. It's not fun, because I know how it is to go against this thing, especially on Shoot House. It is insane. So from what we've seen since the last update, since the last 1.07 update, people have been talking about the 725 in Modern Warfare and how it's still way too overpowered. Now, Infinity Ward's Joe Seacott has confirmed on Twitter that they are still working on additional balancing updates to the 725 shotgun that will be released in the near future. So the near future, probably within the next week or two, they definitely got to work a lot on this gun. So he goes ahead and he tweets, another tweak is coming which should massage out the very rare long shot. Now, if the target is at low health, this thing will still always reach out. So if you are shot at least once, I'm pretty sure this gun will still be able to kill you at long range and stuff like that. But the thing is, with this gun, you guys can watch this clip right here from Hutch. This is it after the nerf. It is still really damn overpowered. This thing is just insane. I don't like the fact that you could just shoot people at that long range, because they have no time to react whatsoever if this gun actually does hit you at that range. Like, it's still gonna knock you down and stuff, and it's kind of unfair if you ask me. So you guys saw that clip, you guys saw how unfair it is. You just have no time to react, and especially on Shoot House, that is where so many people are down using it, and it's getting annoying. Seacott also said on Twitter that they will still preserve to maintain the 725 as a viable weapon in Modern Warfare and not fully nerfing it to the ground and making it useless, which, I mean, I'm gonna give them some credit on that. If I made a weapon in the game and I wanted it to be a viable weapon, I definitely wouldn't make it completely useless to where like 1% of the population is actually going to be using that gun. So I don't really blame him for that. But again, Hutch goes, weapon tuning is tricky. We've seen it happen 1,000 times where a god gun gets turned into absolute garbo in one patch. And then Joe Seacott replied, it definitely is. We're being careful to retain the soul of the 725. So they still want it to be a viable shotgun, and we definitely have seen it in the past where great guns were turned to complete garbage. And I think the best example I could give you is the Black Ops 2 Scorpion. If you guys ever played Black Ops 2 before the actual big update, which was probably sometime in December, you guys know that the Scorpion was the gun to use. That thing had barely any recoil whatsoever. It was the fastest fire rate in the entire game, and it just melted people completely. And then once they actually did nerf that weapon, they gave it such tremendous kick that it was just impossible to use, and they made it very weak at certain ranges. The only time you could use that gun is seriously up close, and like when I'm talking up close, I'm talking about like you and the other guy, your chests are touching and you can't do anything. So I don't want them to do that to the 725, but I definitely don't want it to be a sniper at long range either. I don't know, man. I feel like this gun, it just has way too much range, and it should go kind of like in the Black Ops 4 direction where shotguns were super good up close, but once you got to that medium long range, you just couldn't use them whatsoever. He even stated that they will not be removing the weapon from the game at all, and that they will continue to optimize and balance it to make sure it works in the game effectively with all other weapons. So someone said just throw the whole gun away. I find that funny. That's pretty hilarious. And he just replied with no. So he shut him down right there. They're keen on keeping this weapon, man. So I don't really blame them on that. And then specifically the changes to the weapon are coming in, involves removing the long range one-shot hit if all the pellets of the weapon hit the player. With this change, the weapon should be more balanced and focused within the shotgun ranges. So what they're trying to say here is that this gun is still going to be effective if every single pellet hits. So you guys can see this video right here. This is a very long shot. I'm gonna say, like, especially especially on Shoot House, a very small map, you could effectively drop people with the 725, and you saw it in that clip right there. And then he responded to that video. Joe Seacar responded to that one. He says, "This is a rare one shot at range if all possible pellets hit. Changes still to come." So from this tweet and the last tweet, I'm guessing even if all the pellets hit at that range, it's going to actually not kill the person, but it will damage you crazy. And this gun has a high rate of fire for a shotgun, so all it's going to take is those 2 hits and you could kill people at that range. Now that is it for the 725. I don't want to go into too much detail talking about this one, because this is probably one of the most annoying weapons in the game. They nerfed it, but how many nerfs is it actually going to take? I just want to put a pause on the video a second, guys, and tell you that everything I said in the last 5 minutes was all hypothesis, but you could actually take this as pure 100% fact right now, because the patch notes just came out as I was editing the video, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to stop the rest of the video, give you guys the actual patch notes from this, and the weapons. The 725 does have a reduced range. Now the other weapons like the ARs have a minor hip spread adjustment, so I don't know if that's a good adjustment or a bad adjustment. I have a feeling that when you actually hip fire these ARs, they're a little worse, so I'm guessing that's a nerf. The M4 has increased hip spread, decreased damage to head. So every time you shoot with the M4, the headshots, it's gonna take probably an extra bullet, and the thing with the hip fire, it's not gonna be as good as it once was. Now the FAL also has reduced recoil, increased ADS speed, so the recoil is a lot more controllable, but it does take longer to aim down sights, and the EB14 also does take longer to aim down sights. Now it also says miscellaneous ammo reserve adjustments upon spawning to be in line with other weapons of their class. So I'm guessing more SMGs are going to have around roughly the same ammo, more ARs are as well are going to have probably a roughly the same amount of ammo. Now they did change the spawning in Piccadilly. They actually tuned it up a little bit so that in TDM and Domination you're not getting spawn trapped. I'm guessing once the A flag is captured in Domination, the whole entire team will spawn on the other side, so they don't keep getting spawn trapped, thank God. And the Domination also have flag adjustments. The B flag is now near the buses instead of the center fountain, so that's actually going to make it a little more viable to go for the B flag, so you're not just out in the open getting shot from literally everywhere. They also changed up the footsteps within this update as well, which makes me kind of happy. So the footsteps, now they're adjusted to always play the walk footsteps sounds when you're in ADS. Every time that you are ADSing or you're in crouch, they call it the creep sounds. So every time you're in those two positions, if you're aiming down sights and walking at the same time, or if you're crouching and walking at the same time, the footsteps are going to be super low, so you guys don't have to worry about that. If you want to go behind enemies, get them from the back, crouching is probably the way to go. That's the only changes they really made to the footsteps, but I hope they lower it, man, within the next update, let's be quite honest. And they also fixed the challenges. You know, every time you guys would get a challenge, like a weapon challenge or something, a weapon camo, it says you have 0 out of 200 complete, but you really have like 100 complete. Hopefully that's fixed now. They said they fixed it. They said they're still working on those updates, but yeah, if they fixed it, that's cool, because I'm so tired of not knowing how close I am to unlocking another actual challenge. Now they also did do some general fixes, so there's more back-end fixes to prevent crashes and improve stability across all modes and all platforms. So they did fix it on PC and Xbox. Hopefully a lot of the crashes, if you're still crashing on those, make sure you guys report those as soon as possible as well. And the riot shield, they fixed a bug where a player using the riot shield would not take explosive damage during certain situations. I found out the other day that the riot shield could actually save you from the gunship. I made a video on it. I showed you guys that. It's crazy. If you're shooting rockets with the gunship, the riot shield would stop it. Hopefully that's fixed. It seems like that's what they're talking about with the riot shield adjustments here, but yeah, well, we'll see what it is. Now I also want to mention that there is no changes to the pistols, and I'm kind of mad about that because they're super weak, man. These pistols suck, because pistols right now, the way they are, they're kind of garbage, and I have to be fair when I say this. I kind of do want them to be a little more useful. Like in Black Ops 2, for example, pistols were good. Even in Modern Warfare 3, pistols were still good. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. Somebody else says, what about the pistols? They are horrible. Takes 4 or 5 shots at close range. Dude, close range. That's insane that it actually takes 5 shots. And then there's one last comment I want to read. Someone's kind of being like really bad against the patch. He's like, why does it take so goddamn long for them to patch things? I just don't get it. And how does this crap get past the playtesters? Well, the playtesters, I don't know how it gets past them, but the patching, the game, dude, it's been out for like 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, whatever it's been. It's gonna take long. It doesn't just happen overnight. They gotta actually test all these things. They gotta write the code for it. They gotta change the code for it. It's not gonna, they can't just patch things every single day. So I mean, give them time. They're gonna do it, guys. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. But again, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the 725 shotgun. Do you think it's overpowered, or do you think it should stay the way it is? If you think it should stay the way it is, you're one of those dudes that pisses me off every single game, and man, oh, but I can't say anything. It's in the game. Use it if you gotta use it, right? Like, use it, abuse it, do what you gotta do with it. But yeah, me at the end of the day, I'm just not gonna use it because I don't find it fun. I mean, it probably is, I'm not gonna lie. Like, so like the people I play in a party with, they use it all the time. They have fun with it, but for me, it's just I'd rather run around with SMGs. So hopefully they make the SMGs a little better within the next update. I hope they get a better range adjustment, because when you're at range against people, even if you hit all your shots, sometimes it takes 8, 10, 9 bullets, which is insane. But anyways, guys, if you guys could subscribe to the channel if you are new around here and turn those notifications on, I would truly appreciate it. And if you guys also could drop a like on this video, like I said, we're gonna go for 1,111 on this one. That would be so super cool. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick. Let me know what you think of the 725 OPness, and I'll catch you guys. I just realized what I said, the OPness. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.